As the virtual world full of cryptocurrency, NFTs, and digital assets begin its development and takeover at full blast, not knowing about Bitcoin and how to invest in this powerful and extremely valuable asset is a major setback for everyone who is unaware of it. But, as always, we're not letting you miss this opportunity, as in today's video, we will be discussing all about Bitcoin and its investment. So, let's jump right into it. Welcome to the channel. Before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. First of all, we can almost guarantee that at least one of you has heard of how dangerous, volatile, or for some, possibly profitable investment in Bitcoin is. But such statements, without a head or a tail, can be heard about any topic that's beginning to heat up. So, in the first part of this video, we'll be discussing hard facts only. According to the definition of Wikipedia, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency without a central bank or single administrator that can be sent from user to user on the peer-to-peer Bitcoin network without the need of intermediaries. Transactions are verified by network nodes through cryptography and recorded in a public distributed ledger called a blockchain. The cryptocurrency was invented in 2008 by an unknown person or group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. The currency began to be used in 2009 when its implementation was released as open source software. So, we all know that the concept of cryptocurrency was first launched in 2009 with the idea of Bitcoin, and since the motive of this decentralized currency system was fairly new and wasn't taken that seriously at the time, the price of Bitcoin was barely even close to zero. And even the slightest tinge of acceptance for this idea took 2 whole years to surface, when the price first hit $1 and the Bitcoin reached parity with the US dollar in 2011. The same year, the price of the single coin went straight from 30 cents to $30, but dropped to $5 at year end, which was a pretty mischievous price behavior to say the least. But it was actually the year 2013 for the Bitcoin which skyrocketed its gains to a whopping 6,600%, and the price peaked close to $250 mid-year and then soon to $1,100 in a matter of a few months only. But talking of today, Bitcoin holds its price pretty stable at around $48,000 compared to the other 10,000 different cryptocurrencies launched into the markets, which we see significant jumps and drops on a regular basis. If we talk about its future, then the answer would definitely be uncertain. This is mostly due to the fact that just like Bitcoin once completely skyrocketed in the past decade, it's possible that in the next coming years, the price of the Bitcoin can grow significantly, seeing the emergence of a digital world and new concepts like the metaverse, NFTs, and various other digital assets. But it would be highly unlikely to see the Bitcoin have the same run it had in the last decade or so because of the overall market stability currently. Now, here, we would like to dedicate this section of the video to some newbies or people who just recently acknowledged the rise of Bitcoin and are looking forward to investing in it. The selling or purchasing of Bitcoin isn't complicated at all, but rather a really simple and fully digital system which doesn't stand the need for you to wait in lines, fill up tons of paperwork, complete biometric verifications, and going through all the other hassle. All you need to do is firstly choose between some of the crypto trading venues or simply exchanges. These will usually be either Binance, KuCoin, Coinbase, or Gemini, and you'll need to set up and register an account with them. In a few hours, after the final account approval, you'll need to connect your account with the payment option, which will range from your bank account to your credit or debit card. Once the payment method is added, you're ready for purchasing Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies you may want to invest in. Due to advancements in the overall industry, today, crypto exchanges offer various advanced trade features like market, limit, stop loss, take profit, and stop limit orders, making the overall experience quite similar to investing in the stock market. These advanced features may need a little effort to get hold of, but they're worth looking into depending on your risk-taking ability and overall game plan for the investment. Now, we'll be getting into the downsides of Bitcoin, and let's just say that there are definitely some major ones to be addressed here. First of all, and most obviously, it's the volatility. Now, since the price of the Bitcoin has come to a pretty stable point, the ups and downs wouldn't be that sort of crazy. But the market crashes, its value and potential uses in the upcoming years, and perhaps the scariest of all, which would be the frequent security breaches, are a few things you should definitely be aware of. And if you haven't already, up with the news, security breaches are quite common in the crypto industry. As of last week, news surfaced about a popular crypto exchange called Bitmart being hacked and close to $150 million worth of cryptocurrency reportedly lost in thin air because of it. And if you thought the government regulations are there to fall back on during such horrific situations, then you're mistaken. Because, as we've mentioned before, Bitcoin is a decentralized currency, which essentially means that investment in this space isn't regulated by the feds at all. But if you think about it, such downsides are there with every other investment you can make. It can appreciate, depreciate, or lose all its value in no time, but it all comes down to when you get in, how you play, and when you get out. So, it's definitely better to do your homework first before making any final decisions here, because one good or bad decision you make can either gain big or lose big. Now, coming to a conclusion and summarizing everything we've talked about, here are some basic fundamentals of investing in Bitcoin. Number 1, first of all, know what you're investing into. Read, gain knowledge, be updated with the latest market news, and again, do your homework before getting into this industry. Otherwise, you'll simply be gambling your hard-earned money, which is definitely not the game a wise man plays. Number 2, understand the risk. There are risks in every decision you make in life, but rather than running away from it, we evaluate the risk and strategize accordingly. In the same way, going all in with your hard-earned money will most obviously do worse than do better, which is why playing smart and only putting in the money you can afford to lose anytime is what you should be doing first. Lastly, a point that we didn't discuss a whole lot in this video, but definitely a major one, would be to avoid making knee-jerk decisions. This basically means reading off news or Sunday morning paper headlines about Bitcoin and making quick decisions based on what's written and what's hot, which is why news headlines are a common hating amongst wise investors, as they know it'll push their minds to making extremely vulnerable and possibly even regretful decisions. Coming to an end, the last and perhaps the best piece of advice when entering the crypto market would be the same old cliche saying that successful investment starts with courage. Now, this doesn't mean that you confidently put all your money into Bitcoin and never worry about it again. It simply means that you at least try to explore the avenue without hesitation. Obviously, after obtaining the right knowledge, you never know how dangerous or profitable an investment is unless you give it a shot yourself. And the same applies for Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency industry. If you want to learn how to earn, save, and invest money in your future, access the free web training by clicking the link in the description below. Anyways, guys, this is all we have for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more informational videos just like this one. Let us know in the comments below whether or not you'll be investing in Bitcoin or if you already own some, and we'll catch you in the next one soon. Bye.